Imagine this. You're sitting in a restaurant. The waiter walks over, smiles, and asks, "Are you ready to order?" And suddenly, your English disappears. You know the words at home, you know the words in class, but right now, nothing.
So you panic. You point at the menu. You say, "This, please," and then you hope for the best.
If you've ever felt nervous ordering food in English, you're not alone. The good news? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to say, from walking into the restaurant to ordering your meal, asking for changes, and even paying the bill.
And we're not going to teach you boring textbook English. We're going to show you real conversations, useful phrases, and the natural expressions people actually use in restaurants every day.
So the next time a waiter asks, "What can I get for you?" you won't freeze. You'll know exactly what to say. Let's start.
Okay, Michael, let's start from the very beginning. You've just arrived at a restaurant. You walk in. What happens first?
Great. So usually when you walk into a restaurant, especially a sit-down restaurant, not fast food, there is a host or hostess. That's a person whose job is to welcome you and show you to your table. And they'll usually say something like, "Welcome, how many in your party?"
Oh, I love that phrase, "How many in your party?" I remember the first time I heard that, I thought, party? What party? Are we celebrating something?
Right. It sounds like a birthday party, doesn't it? But here, party just means your group. So how many in your party simply means how many people are in your group. It's a very formal and polite way of asking.
So what do you say back?
You just say the number, something like, "Just two, please," or "There are four of us." Or if you're alone, you say "just one," or "It's just me." Easy.
Simple enough. And then they'll seat you?
Yes, they'll say "right this way," which means "follow me," and they'll take you to a table. Sometimes they'll ask, "Do you have a preference, booth or table?" A booth is one of those seats where you slide in from the side with a backrest. Very comfortable.
Oh, yes, I love a booth. You feel kind of cozy and tucked away. Very nice for a long meal.
Absolutely. You can also say, "Do you have any tables by the window?" Or, "Can we sit outside if you prefer the patio or terrace?" Restaurants are usually happy to accommodate you if it's possible.
What if you made a reservation? How do you let them know?
Great question. You say, "I have a reservation," and then give your name. So for example, "I have a reservation under Michael," or "I have a reservation for 2 at 7 o'clock. Simple and clear.
And if you don't have a reservation?
You say, "We don't have a reservation. Do you have any availability?" Or more casually, "Is there a table available?" Sometimes they'll say, "It'll be about a 15-minute wait," meaning you have to wait 15 minutes. In that case, you can say, "That's fine, we'll wait." Or if you're in a hurry, you might say, "Actually, that's too long for us. Thank you anyway."
Thank you anyway. That's a really polite expression to use when you're turning something down. I like that.
Yes, "thank you anyway" means I appreciate the offer or the help, but it doesn't work for me this time. Very useful in many situations, not just restaurants.
Okay, so you're seated. The host gives you the menu. What happens next?
So usually, a server, that's your waiter or waitress, will come over pretty quickly and introduce themselves. They'll say something like, "Hi there, my name is Alex, and I'll be taking care of you tonight. Can I start you off with something to drink?"
Start you off. That's such a natural phrase. Can I start you off with something to drink? It means before your meal, before anything else, what would you like to drink?
Exactly. And you can say things like, "I'll have a water to start, thank you." Or, "Can we get a sparkling water and an iced tea?" Or, "I'd like a glass of red wine, please."
Notice how polite those are. I'll have, can we get, I'd like. These are all very natural ways to order. A lot of learners just say, "Give me a water." And while people will understand you, it sounds a little direct, a bit blunt.
Right. It's not rude exactly, but it's not how most people talk in a restaurant. "I'll have" and "I'd like" are much smoother. They're polite without being overly formal.
So while you're looking at the menu, what kinds of sections will you typically see?
Good question. Most menus are divided into sections. You have starters, or appetizers. Those are small dishes you eat before the main course. Then you have mains, or entrees. That's the American English term. Those are the big main dishes. Then sides. Those are extras like fries, salad, or vegetables. And finally, desserts. Some menus also have a drinks section or a special section.
What are specials?
Specials are dishes that are not on the regular menu. They change every day or week depending on what's fresh or seasonal. The waiter usually tells you about them verbally. They'll say something like, Our specials tonight are a grilled salmon with roasted asparagus and a mushroom risotto. Seasonal ingredients, fresh things, often really good choices.
So you should always ask or listen out for the specials?
Definitely. And if you didn't catch them, maybe the waiter spoke too fast, you can just say, "I'm sorry, could you repeat the specials?" Or, "Could you tell me more about the salmon?" Totally fine. Waiters are very used to that.
What if you don't understand something on the menu, like a word you've never seen?
Oh, this happens all the time. Menus can be really tricky. You'll see words like pan-seared, braised, sautéed, drizzled, infused. These are cooking terms. Don't panic, just ask. You say, "What is the pappardelle?" Or, "What comes with the chicken?" Or, "Could you explain that dish?"
What comes with it? That's a really useful phrase, because sometimes you order something and then you realize, oh, it doesn't come with any sides. I have to order those separately.
Exactly. So what comes with it means what's included. What does this dish come with? Does it come with fries? Does it include a salad? Very practical question.
Okay, you've read the menu, you know what you want. Now the waiter comes back and says, what?
They'll usually say, "Are you ready to order?" Or, "Have you had a chance to look at the menu?" Which is a gentle way of asking if you're ready. If you need more time, you simply say, "Could we have a few more minutes, please?" Or, "We're not quite ready yet." No problem at all.
And when you are ready,
You say, "Yes, we're ready," and then you go ahead. Usually, the waiter will ask the women first or the person closest to them. You can say, "I'll have the Caesar salad to start and then the grilled chicken for my main," or, "I'd like the pasta, please, the carbonara." Keep it clear and simple.
what if you want to make changes to the dish? Like you don't want onions or you want the sauce on the side.
Very common. This is called customizing your order or making modifications. You say things like, "Can I get that without onions?" Or, "Could I have the dressing on the side?" Or, "Is it possible to substitute the fries for a salad?" Substitute means swap. Replace one thing with another.
What if you have a food allergy? That's really important, right?
Critically important. You need to be very clear. You say, "I have a nut allergy. Can you make sure there are no nuts in the dish?" Or, "I'm lactose intolerant. Does this contain dairy?" Or, "I'm vegetarian. Is this dish meat-free?" Restaurants take allergies very seriously, especially in Western countries. Don't be shy about this. Your health comes first.
And if they're not sure, they'll go and check, right?
Yes, a good waiter will say, "Let me check with the kitchen for you," and they'll come back and confirm. If they say something like, "I'm not 100% sure," honestly, it might be safer to order something else.
Good advice. Safety first. Now, what about ordering drinks with the meal, like wine or beer?
If you want wine, you might ask, "What do you recommend with the fish?" Or, "Could I see the wine list?" If you're going with beer, you might ask, "What do you have on tap?" On tap means beer that comes from a barrel, draft beer, not a bottle. Very casual expression.
What do you have on tap? I love that. It sounds so natural and relaxed.
It really does. And another useful phrase, "I'll have what she's having." That's actually a famous movie reference, but people do say it sometimes if someone at your table orders something that looks amazing.
That's a fun one. Very natural. Okay, so your food has arrived. The waiter brings it over. What do they usually say?
Usually, they'll announce the dish as they put it down. Something like, "Here you go, the pasta for you and the steak for you." And then they'll almost always ask, "Can I get you anything else?" Or, "Is there anything else I can bring you?"
And if you need something, like more water or some extra napkins or a condiment, like ketchup or mustard, you just ask?
Yes, you can say, "Could we get some more water, please?" Or, "Could I have some extra napkins?" Or, "Can I have some ketchup?" Very simple. If a waiter walks by and you want to get their attention, you can say, "Excuse me," politely, and they'll stop. Avoid snapping your fingers or waving aggressively. That's considered rude in most English-speaking countries.
Yeah, snapping your fingers is a big no, very impolite.
Extremely. Just "Excuse me" with a raised hand or making eye contact is perfect.
What if something is wrong with your food? Like it's cold, or it's not what you ordered, or it's cooked differently than you asked?
This can feel uncomfortable, but it's completely fine to speak up. You say politely, "Excuse me, I ordered the steak medium, but this seems to be well done. Could you ask the kitchen to fix that?" Or, "I think there might be a mix-up. I ordered the salmon, but I received the chicken."
The key word there is seems to be, and I think there might be. Those soften the statement, right? You're not being aggressive or accusatory.
Exactly. In English, especially British English, people often soften complaints. Instead of "This is wrong," they say, "I think there may be a small issue." It keeps the conversation polite, and the waiter is far more likely to help you happily.
That's such an important cultural note. In some cultures, you speak directly. In English, especially in formal settings, you soften things. It's not weakness, it's politeness.
Well said. And honestly, most waiters want to fix the problem. They want you to have a good experience. So don't be afraid to speak up. Just do it kindly.
During the meal, the waiter will probably come back and check on you. What do they say?
Almost always they'll come by and ask, "How is everything?" or "How's the food?" or "Are you enjoying your meal?" And this is your chance to give feedback or ask for something.
And what do people normally say?
If everything is good, and it usually is, you say, "Wonderful, thank you," or "It's delicious, thank you for asking," or just "Really good, thank you." Short and warm. If you want to rave about it, you can say, "Oh, the pasta is incredible," or "This is absolutely amazing." Native speakers love to compliment food.
What other compliments do people use for food?
Great question. Let's go through some. "This is delicious. It's so rich and creamy. It melts in your mouth." Oh, that's a good one. "It melts in your mouth" means the food is so tender and perfectly cooked, it feels like it just dissolves. Very positive.
What about it's to die for?
Yes, "It's to die for." That means it's so good, it's almost worth dying for. Very dramatic, very English. You'll hear this a lot in casual conversation. "Oh, their chocolate cake is to die for," meaning it is exceptional.
I love that. English food expressions are so dramatic. To die for, melts in your mouth, very vivid.
Right. And another one, "I am in food heaven," meaning I am so happy right now because this food is incredible. Very natural, very common.
Okay, the meal is done, you're full, you're happy. What do you do?
You need to ask for the bill. In American English, it's the check. In British English, it's the bill. Both are widely understood. You catch the waiter's eye or say, "Excuse me," and then say, "Could we have the check, please?" Or, "Can I get the bill?"
Is it ever rude to ask for the bill? Like, is the waiter supposed to bring it without you asking?
That's a great cultural note. In the US, waiters usually bring the bill relatively quickly after you finish eating. In the UK and many European countries, it's considered rude for the waiter to bring the bill without being asked because it suggests they're rushing you out, so you have to ask. Keep that in mind.
Interesting. So in Europe, asking for the bill is normal and expected. Got it.
Exactly. And once you have the bill, if you want to split it, meaning divide it among the group, you say, "Can we split the bill?" Or, "Can we pay separately?" The waiter will usually say yes, though in some very busy restaurants, they prefer one payment.
And what about tipping? That's a huge thing in America, right?
Huge. In the United States, tipping is expected. The standard is 15 to 20% of the total bill, sometimes even more for great service. You don't usually need to ask. You just add it when you pay. In the UK and most of Europe, tipping is appreciated but less mandatory. Around 10% is considered generous.
And how do you pay?
You can say, "I'll pay by card," meaning credit or debit card, or "Do you take contactless?" Contactless means tap-and-go payment, very common now. Or, "I'll pay cash." If there's a problem with a bill, like you were charged for something you didn't order, you can say politely, "Excuse me, I think there might be an error on our bill. We didn't order the dessert." Again, polite and calm.
Always polite, always calm. That seems to be the theme of the whole episode.
Pretty much. English-speaking cultures really value politeness in public spaces, especially restaurants. Calm, clear, and polite gets you very far.
Okay, you've paid, you're getting ready to leave. Anything to say on the way out?
Yes, this is often forgotten, but it's really lovely to say thank you as you leave. You might say to the waiter, "Thank you so much, it was a wonderful meal," or "Everything was fantastic, thank you." Or to the host by the door, "Thank you, we had a great time."
And what will they usually say back?
They'll say things like, "Glad to hear it, come back and see us soon," or "Thank you so much, have a wonderful evening." Very warm, very welcoming. Restaurant staff in English-speaking countries are trained to be very friendly and hospitable.
I really think this whole thing, from walking in to walking out, is a kind of performance, right? You're playing a social role, and knowing the right words makes you feel so much more confident.
100%. And that confidence is exactly what we want you to have. So let's quickly do a full role play. Me as the customer, you as the waiter, so you can hear it all together.
Hi there, welcome to the Golden Fork. My name is Sarah, and I'll be taking care of you this evening. Can I start you off with something to drink?
Yes, please. I'll have a sparkling water to start. And actually, could you tell me what the specials are tonight?
Of course. Our specials tonight are a pan-seared sea bass with lemon butter sauce and seasonal vegetables. And we also have a slow-braised beef short rib with creamy mashed potatoes. Both are absolutely fantastic tonight.
Oh, the sea bass sounds wonderful. Could you tell me, does it contain any nuts? I have a nut allergy.
Not at all. The sea bass is completely nut-free. I can double-check with the kitchen if you'd like to be sure.
That would be great, thank you. And while I'm looking at the menu, what comes with the pasta carbonara?
The carbonara comes with a small side salad and a slice of garlic bread. Would you like to substitute the salad for fries?
Actually, yes, that sounds better. And could I have the dressing on the side?
Absolutely. No problem at all. Are you ready to order, or would you like a few more minutes?
I think I'm ready. I'll start with the Caesar salad, and then for my main, I'll go with the sea bass, as long as the kitchen confirms there are no nuts.
Perfect. I'll go check right now. Can I get you anything else while you wait?
Actually, yes. Could I have some still water as well, and a glass of white wine, whatever you recommend with the fish?
Our house Sauvignon Blanc pairs beautifully with the sea bass. Very light and crisp. I think you'll love it.
Perfect. Let's go with that.
How is everything? Are you enjoying your meal?
It's absolutely delicious. The sea bass is incredible. It literally melts in your mouth. Thank you so much.
Oh, I'm so glad. Can I get you anything else?
We're good, thank you. I think we're ready for the bill when you get a chance.
Of course. I'll bring that right over. And can I tempt you with dessert? Our chocolate lava cake is to die for.
That's very tempting, but I think I'll pass tonight. Thank you. Maybe next time.
I'll hold you to that. Here's your bill. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, Sarah. Everything was wonderful. We'll definitely be back. Okay, let's go through the most important expressions we use today. Sarah, you ready?
Ready. Hit me.
How many in your party? How many people are in your group?
I have a reservation under Michael. You made a booking in advance.
Can I start you off with something to drink? Can I get you a drink first?
What comes with it? What's included with this dish?
I'll have the pasta, please. Polite way to order.
Could I have the dressing on the side? Please don't mix the dressing in.
Is it possible to substitute the fries for a salad? Can I swap one thing for another?
I have a nut allergy. Could you check with the kitchen? Food allergy notification.
It melts in your mouth. The food is incredibly tender and good.
To die for. Exceptionally delicious.
Can we have the bill, please? We're ready to pay.
Can we split the bill? Divide the payment among the group.
Do you take contactless? Can I pay by tap?
Thank you. It was a wonderful meal. Polite and warm farewell.
Those are your core restaurant phrases right there. If you know all of those, you are ready to walk into any English-speaking restaurant with confidence.
Hey, if you've been enjoying this conversation, can I ask you something? Hit that like button for us. It really does help other English learners find this channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? We put out new English conversations every week on topics that actually matter in real life. Conversations about travel, work, shopping, relationships, culture, all of it.
And turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. We honestly love making these videos for you. It means a lot to us that you're here, learning, and improving your English every day. So thank you.
Okay, we have some questions for you to think about and practice your English.
First question, have you ever been in an awkward situation at a restaurant because of a language barrier? What happened? Tell us in the comments. We genuinely want to hear your story.
Second question, what's your favorite food to order when you go to a restaurant? Describe it in English in the comments. Use some of the expressions we taught today.
Third question, in your country, do people tip at restaurants? How much? Is it expected or is it just optional? This is always an interesting cultural conversation.
And finally, what topic would you like us to cover next? We take suggestions very seriously. Some of our best episodes have come from your comments.
Before we wrap up, Sarah, let's throw in a few more advanced expressions for our B1, B2 learners who want to go a little further.
Let's do it.
First one, I'm absolutely stuffed. This means I'm very, very full. I can't eat another bite. Stuffed like a stuffed toy, packed full. Very casual and funny.
I'm stuffed. I love that. What about when the food is really bad? Not that that happens often, but what do people say?
If the food is disappointing, people might say it was a bit underwhelming, meaning it didn't live up to the expectations, or it was a bit bland. Bland means no flavor, no seasoning, boring taste, or it was overcooked, cooked too long, dry or tough.
What about when the portion is huge, like way too much food?
Oh yes, you might say, this is enormous, or I can't believe the size of this, or jokingly, I'm going to need a doggy bag. A doggy bag is a bag the restaurant gives you to take leftover food home.
Very American tradition. Less common in Europe, but it's becoming more popular everywhere.
Doggy bag. I actually love that expression because originally it was like you tell the waiter it's for your dog when really you're going to eat it yourself at midnight.
Exactly. Very few people actually give it to their dog. We all know the truth.
What about drinks? Any fun expressions?
Sure. If someone asks if you want a refill, meaning more of the same drink, you can say, "Yes, please, top me up," or "I'm good, thank you." Top me up means fill my glass again. Very British expression. Or if you want water specifically, you say, "Could I get a top up of water?" Natural and friendly.
And I'm good, thank you is a classic polite decline. You don't want more, so you say, I'm good.
Right. And one more. If you're splitting the bill and you want to pay for someone else, you say, "I've got this," or "It's on me," meaning I'll pay for everyone. Very generous. Very common among friends.
It's on me. That's such a warm phrase. Short, simple, generous. I love it.
Michael, I think it's worth spending a moment on cultural differences around restaurants, because language is one thing, but culture is another.
Absolutely. So in the United States and Canada, the service culture is very fast. Waiters check on you often, they refill your water automatically, and they bring the bill quickly. It can feel a little rushed if you're not used to it.
In the UK, Ireland, and Australia, it's a bit more relaxed. Waiters give you more space. They won't hover over you. You have to ask for the bill. And tipping, while appreciated, is not as strictly expected.
In many parts of Europe, France, Italy, Spain, meals are very long, social affairs. No one rushes you. Sitting at a restaurant for 2 or 3 hours is completely normal and expected. The waiter will not rush you.
And in all of these cultures, being polite and saying please and thank you constantly is absolutely essential. It doesn't matter if you make grammar mistakes. If you are polite and warm, people will love helping you.
That's the golden rule of restaurant English. And honestly, restaurant English in general. Be polite, be warm, be patient. The language will come with practice.
And that brings us to the end of today's episode. We covered everything from walking in to sitting down to ordering to dealing with problems to paying and leaving. You now have a full toolkit for any restaurant situation in English.
And remember, the only way to get confident is to practice. So next time you're at a restaurant, even if it's not an English-speaking country, try ordering in English in your head. Practice the phrases. Say them out loud in front of a mirror. It really works.
English is not just something you study. It's something you live. And every time you have a real conversation, even about something as simple as ordering food, your fluency grows.
We'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep listening, keep speaking, and keep growing.
Bye for now.
Take care, everyone.